Good morning, my viewers and my great people. This morning, I would like to talk about pathological liar. It has become so common for that term being used in our Kenyan society. And so today, I would like to talk on who is a pathological liar. I would like to talk about the causes, and I would also like to talk about the symptoms and how to handle a pathological liar. A pathological liar is a person who excessively lies. Within the world of psychology, it is referred to as pathological lying disorder. It's a personality disorder. And then now today, in base part 1, I would like to discuss on what are the causes of pathological lying. Why do people become pathological liars in an extent, even themselves, they don't understand when they are lying. Even when they are lying, they tend to think it is the truth. Now, what are the causes? One of the reasons why people lie, become pathological liars, compulsive lying, is the aspect of gaining something. They want to gain something, and so they end up lying in order to get something. That is one reason. You want to gain something. Another one is you want to create an image of yourself. And what do I mean by image? You want to create a false image. You want to create a situation. You are not yourself, but you want people or a person to think that you are somebody whom you are not. This is where when people concoct stories about the connection, about even relatives, because you find that with liars, they are not going to connect themselves with relatives who are poor, or with relatives who don't have high position or high social status in the society. So when they want to create a situation so that they can be feared, they are going to concoct stories which are not true. So that you have a self-image, you have an image that you are dealing with a person who is well connected, a person who has got relatives who are very influential in the society. Then these people, they also lie because of fear of abandonment or rejection. They would like to cheat you because they don't want you to leave them. So they are simply have to concoct stories, to fabricate stories, lying to you so that you don't leave them, but they simply want to take you for a ride. Another issue is the aspect of mental illness. It may be a mental disorder. For example, there are certain disorder which is, for example, called the Munchausen syndrome. Munchausen syndrome, for example, is where a caretaker, for example, a mother, will try to pretend, to try to create a situation that the child is sick, when in essence, it's not. The child is not sick, but they are creating a situation for people to think the child is sick when they are not. That is called the Munchausen syndrome by proxy, where a caretaker will simulate a situation of sickness, and the person will take a sickness role, but it is just all a lie. It is not true. Then there are also the borderline personality, a condition that make you difficult to regulate the mood or to regulate the emotions. Then we have also got antisocial personality, then who are also manipulators, and then you also have got people with narcissistic mentality, where they have got a grandiose impression about themselves. They think they are so great, they think they are so powerful, and they think they tower above everybody else. And so what these people, they will, just because of that, making you think they are great, they end up fabricating lies, and on the process, it will become a part and parcel and norm of life. Then there are also people with the bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder, these are people whom it is hard to predict the mood. They keep on being on high and being low. Sometimes they are happy, other times they are very sad, other times they are very excited. It will become, these people, this mental situation can make people develop pathological lying. Another point is the aspect of stress or traumatic experience. Stress or traumatic experience can make people become pathological lying because they are not themselves. Otherwise, this is part one of where I've given a definition of who is a pathological liar and the causes of pathological lying. This is part one of a pathological liar, and I'm hoping that you are going to enjoy part two of the symptoms of a pathological liar. How can you be able to identify a pathological liar?